That's fucking interesting, man. That's fucking interesting. Okay, you know my daughter. This is Rosio, and I wanted her to talk about her fitness journey for the past is like 10 months, 10 months, and I've had a lot like through my history. I've had a lot of like transformations and different people, you know, have some incredible transformations, but this one is really special to me just because of the approach and the attitude that she had and the influence that she had on other people. And I just think that a lot of people can benefit from learning on her approach. And also you can see the other benefits besides just physical transformation, but like the transformation of like the quality of your life and things you learn about yourself, and you know, your confidence going up, and how that can trickle into other areas of your life, like going into the future. And I just thought she was a really good example of, you know, a lot of the positive benefits of fitness journey. So I wanted to start with what got her into even getting on a fitness journey. What was she doing before and what changed, and then maybe tell us a little bit about that.
All right, so all through growing up, I've never been the type to go to the gym or anything. My friend Sanchez, though, she's always worked out, and she goes, we should go to the gym. And I was like, okay, we work together. I was like, why not? So we decided to, one weekend, I got a free 3-day pass at 24 hour. So I did it, and at first I was like, you know, on the Stairmaster, dying and stuff. And I was like, you know what, let me just do it. Because my first year teaching, I put on a little weight. So I was like, why not? So we started going to the gym starting...
How long ago was that?
That was April 2018.
April 2018. This was April of 2018.
About a year ago now. So we would go to the gym, do some cardio, lift some weights, do, you know, whatever we thought was right.
Mm-hmm.
We even, it was funny because we were on a diet too, and we would go to the HEB section, you know, where they have those meals, you know, with the stuffed salmon and the asparagus on the side. They look healthy, huh? So we were all like, we're eating healthy, we're eating this, we're eating P3 snacks. We were doing all kinds of things, going to the gym in the morning and eating healthy according to us. But of course, we'd go to the happy hours on Fridays and stuff like that. And so finally, end of the school year came, and that happened April, May. I taught summer school June. And we did that, and we noticed we weren't gaining, but we weren't really losing. You couldn't see any dramatic changes. We were busting our butts, going to the gym at 5 in the morning every day. But I guess it felt good because, you know, people feel like when they do something, they feel better. So I guess it helped in that aspect, but it helped us get on board. And I'm thankful that, you know, she invited me to the gym, because usually it sucks to say, but some people need like a push to go. And that, I guess, was my push. So here comes, we're in the summer, enjoying our last weeks of summer off, and we were at the Marriott Marquis Hotel, the one, the Texas pool, and and that was the day I messaged Kirk. The day I first messaged Kirk, the girls were training with you for the bikini competition, and they mentioned that you did meal plans, and I was like, you know what? Let me hop onto that, because weeks prior to that, I was buying meal preps, healthy meal preps from a guy for $125 for 5 days. So I was all like, oh yeah, I knew that I wanted to eat better, but I just didn't know the right way. So, you know, people look for their certain ways. They try this fat loss tea, they try these pills. I guess my thing was, I didn't really cook. I'm 22 years old at the moment, 23, and I'm like, oh, I don't really like to cook, so I'm just gonna have someone cook the healthy meals for me. So I cooked it. I bought those meals, I ate them. I lost, I'd say, like 5 pounds, like in 3 weeks. And then they told me about you, so I was like, let me try something different. So I messaged you as I was at the pool, envisioning that, you know, I was in Cabo with Crystal and Amanda. We were all like, we're at a staycation. I was messaging Kirk about a meal plan while I was sipping on a margarita, I think. And
I remember that.
yeah. So then we set up a date, and then Crystal goes, "You're actually messaging him?" And I was like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try it out." And she goes, well, if you like it, let me know and we'll do it. Turns out that first week I lost like 6 pounds and I was so excited. What more excitement than, you know, to see those numbers on the scale drop? Well, back then, like, you know, now that we've gone through this journey, I can say a lot of things have changed. The way that I think about fitness, the way that I think about the scale, the way that I think about my lifestyle, the way that I look at my food, everything has completely changed.
Also, and one of the big things that I like is the influence you have on people around you. Like a lot of times, if everybody in the office is eating pizza or everybody in the office is eating donuts, they are the ones that are influencing the one person who's on a diet. But you and Amanda were able to be so strong in what you were doing that you started influencing all the people around you. And you should know how many people that I have like worked with on meal plans and that you have worked with on nutrition, and all the people around you are getting healthier just by you taking that step.
Yeah, definitely. At the beginning, it's kind of hard. I was on this diet during the summer, so we go to professional development, so we go to trainings, and after every training, the teachers get fed. So everybody was all like, Rivera, you're not gonna eat wings, or Rivera, you're not gonna eat pizza, and I'm like, nah, I'm on this plan. You talk a lot about find your why. I guess, you know, like even when I was messaging you from the Texas pool, I was messaging you in my one piece because never have I ever worn a 2-piece. You know, that's like what a girl dreams about, wearing like a bikini and stuff like that. And I was like, I guess my why was that I was comfortable in my own skin. Mind me not, my first year teaching, I gained like 30 pounds that 1 year. So I was a bit uncomfortable, and it was noticeable that I gained weight, so that was messing with me. And my why was that I wanted to look better. So that really, really helped. So I always encourage the people around me to come to you, or I always refer you because I know that results are real, right? So at first they were like, no, I don't know. And honestly, I could kind of say that I get really excited about it, that I could come off a little pushy, but then I realized, okay, no, I'm just gonna lay back, and if anybody that knows me or that works with me knows that if they need any help, that if they're interested, I would totally help them with, you know, my doors are wide open, and any questions that they have for me, I will answer. So there were a couple of people who were very interested, which was like, you know, my friend that I helped win the weight loss competition. But it's not that easy. Like, what people don't get is that you have to be extremely disciplined. For me, what kept me alive was our cheat meals. And then as time went by, we started fitting in things kind of like we would earn them.
Yeah.
We would earn them. Like, I'm a big Hot Cheetos fan. I love Hot Cheetos. Like, love. After my prep, I got like 20 bags of hot chips for my friends.
Everybody got Hot Cheetos.
I still have a lot of bags left. I'm selling them. No, I'm kidding. So we started fitting that, like 1 serving size and stuff like that. And I would always tell my friends, like, you know, you have to count your macros, but that is a whole different area that you have to be knowledgeable in to understand. But you know, time went by, and a couple of coworkers were all like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna call Kirk, and I'm gonna text Kirk, and I'm like, oh yeah, what? Because I've been insisting, and then I just kind of like stopped.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what made you change your mind? And they were all like, you and Sanchez walking around here looking fine. So I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. Yes. So that's whenever, like around that time, you know, Crystal, Amanda, and I were discussing, we created San Covera. So the purpose of that one is for us to share transformations too, but also to share like some nutrition tips. Like sometimes we post stuff, like let's say the oatmeal with the sugar-free syrup. Like the calories are very little, that they could be like sort of insignificant, but that will spice up your prep and it will make it a bit more tasty. And like we always get replies saying, oh, you give me so many food ideas. So that's sort of the purpose through that, like inspiring and motivating you guys. But it's really, really cool whenever you see the people around you doing it. I'm a 4th grade teacher, she's a 5th grade teacher. Currently, The fifth grade teachers contacted you. A third grade teacher came to contact you, and my fourth grade teammates work with me, and I help them track their stuff. So it's
And
really
you have a lot of better tips than I do, because myself, like when I'm dieting, I'm pretty simple. Like I don't really need like sauces and stuff like that, but like you figured out, like, or you even researched like the coffee and how to make it like low calorie, or adding certain stuff to your oatmeal, or adding certain stuff to like your sweet potato, or anything like that. Like the little things that I may not be able to help even you guys with, you guys taking it upon yourself and being proactive and researching the other pages and learning more about it and understanding it. You educated yourself, and that's a big thing for me, is that you become empowered to where you create your own plan. Like, you know, like just recently, you know, we gave you the numbers, and you can create whatever food she wants to eat. And how empowering is that for the rest of her life? She will always have control of your food. You'll always, no matter where you go, if you go to a restaurant, you'll be able to eyeball things and know how to keep kind of like staying within a certain range, as opposed to just before just eating food and you really didn't know what the protein or the fat. But now you can kind of, you know, have an idea of what's going in your body, and, you know, preparing for if you're going out at night, or if you're going on a trip to Jamaica, adjusting your cardio. If you're, you know, if you're taking in more calories, or if you're preparing for something, you know how to control your body. And I think that's one of the biggest things, is that you become so in control of yourself that it takes the fear out of it. And you know what I mean? And I think that's one of the best things that I saw from, like, not one of the best things, but just one of the things that I liked about Sam Covera.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, the dieting was helpful, because we literally walk into work and be like, oh, I got this new sauce, it's 0 calories, it's 0 nothing. But of course, too, we look at other famous Instagrammers that count macros, and that helps. But more than anything, the knowledge on what, you know, your calorie intake should be, your protein intake should be met on a daily basis, and then you manipulate your carbs and fats. Like all that stuff, I would never be like, oh, I know how to do all that stuff. Even I remember a lot of people will post about macros too, and I'll be like, well, how do you count your macros? I even went to the macro calculator, and it said that I have to meet 100 and something proteins, 100 carbs, and 60 fats. And I was all like, well, how do I know I didn't know what to do. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to plug it in.
It's kind of incomplete, you know?
Yeah. If you don't have any knowledge behind it, it's very hard to explain.